Hey there, Sharon Horne-Ellstrom here. Welcome to day 1896 of What You Up To Now, documenting the journey. Started out several years ago, obviously, if I'm on day 1896. Uh, as I came online from the offline brick and mortar corporate world of business to the online world, I wanted to keep track of what I was doing. Was having vision challenges, continued to deteriorate, and now I'm legally blind, but I still hang out. I still do things, and I can talk to the camera, even if I can't see very well. It doesn't matter, right? So I want to share some of the experiences and some of the things and some of the lessons that I've learned. One of the biggest lessons that I learned coming online from the offline world is that if you think distractions are prevalent in the offline world, come online because they are a thousandfold, if not a millionfold, because there's so many things coming at you all the time that are vying for your attention. And all the best marketers in the world are online these days, and they know how to interrupt, disrupt, and steal your attention away from the things that are important to you. All the social media platforms do the same thing. They give you a feed of all the things that are of interest to you and none of the other stuff that's out in the world. So they are focused in and honing in on, and they've had a decade, almost 2 decades now, to practice and get better and better and better at this with their algorithms to vie for our attention and to distract us from the things that are really important to us. Same with, the news media. Everything is designed, all of the streaming TV, the media, online, offline, to get our attention. Why? Because attention is the most valuable resource right now. Our time and our attention are the most important things that other people are trying to get from us. There's a saying about if you are not building your own business, you're building someone else's business. It's the same with our minds. If we are not thinking for ourselves and using our own mind, we are being influenced and swayed and persuaded and often manipulated by other people's agendas and other people's motivations. So I remind myself a lot, turn off, unplug, and we got an opportunity to unplug on Saturday because we had a blizzard on Friday night, Saturday morning, got a bunch of probably a foot of snow dumped on us, which was super heavy wet snow, and it knocked down trees and knocked down branches and took out the power and took out the internet for a day, which is always a nice reprieve, right? Except where we could get it on our cell phones. So I could still do my posting and things later in the day. Even though I didn't have electricity, I sat in the living room with the sun shining on my face because it turned out to be a beautiful day. So today, what are we talking about? I create a couple of pieces of content every day. One, this is just this little video journal and log for me, and I like to share little tidbits of information. So I hope it benefits you as well. But selfishly, I originally started doing it for me to keep track of what was working, what wasn't working. Some of the things I did online, epic failures, right? It's like, wouldn't it be nice if everything we tried worked out the first time? I don't think I've ever done anything absolutely well or perfect or mastered anything the first time I ever tried it. I don't think very many people have. So I don't know where we get this expectation that we should just do something and we should get it. We didn't walk the first time we tried to walk. We didn't talk the first time we, in full sentences and eloquently when we first learned to talk. So why would we expect anything else that we want that's important to us to come that easily? I think that things that come super easily for us, we often overlook and take for granted. I know I do. I took my eyesight for granted for a long, long time, and look where that got me. So today we talked about, we're working on, for this year's annual challenge, the Get Your Goals annual challenge, we're talking about spirituality this month, our spiritual well-being, spiritual goals, and all the different topics along the lines of that. We'll go through the goal process. We'll go through the SOAP framework. We will talk about key topics related to our spiritual well-being and spiritual health and spiritual goals. And today's topic is our spiritual thoughts and beliefs, spiritual beliefs, right? Because if any area is founded on beliefs, it is definitely our spiritual area and aspect of our life. It's our connection to things outside of us. So today we're going to pay attention to our beliefs and our thoughts. We're going to just jot them down on a little piece of paper when we have a spiritual related or connection to something outside of us related type of thought or belief, or a religious thought or belief. We're going to write those down as we notice and observe them. And then at the end of the day, we're going to look at that and we're going to say, do I see any patterns? What can I learn from this? Do I see anything new that I didn't realize was a belief of mine? Maybe you have a belief about people and how people behave, and that's assuming that they think like you or they don't think like you. That in and of itself is a connection or disconnection to other people, which is part of spirituality, right? We connect with people on more than just a physical, conscious level. Our idiom today, to kind of coincide with this, is a leap of faith. And I discussed for Supersize Your Business, do you believe, I asked the question, do you believe you have to have and take a leap of faith in order to build and grow and supersize your business? And I personally would say unequivocally yes, because you have to do a lot of things based on intuition, not having all the information in terms of decision making and choices, and whether you even start a business at all or buy a business to build and supersize. That is always a leap of faith because there's so many unknown factors that can influence it. Think COVID-19. Anybody think there was going to be a global shutdown in their lifetime? I certainly never did. So that's it. If I can help you in any way, hit me up. Otherwise, I will be with you tomorrow. Have an absolutely fantastic day and a fantastic new week.